Okay, here we go. Blueberries that Jaew's picked. And she's down there somewhere. Here she comes. The blueberry girl. Very good morning. Monday morning is the first weekday of my holiday, and I'm just out for my morning walk, and I remembered my duck food today, so come to feed the ducks. There's baby ducks there as well. They're all asleep on the lawn of this yellow house there, but I come to the other side of the bank and shout them, and they come running, swimming across, flying, some of them, and they're all happy ducks. I don't feed them every day because I don't want them to be too lazy and too dependent on human intervention, but I do like to feed them. So as I say, they're happy ducks. I'm staying because there's gulls in the air and they will come and swoop down and see the ducks off, so I'm just going to stand around and let the ducks eat. The gulls won't come so near while I'm stood here. Right, they've almost finished now, so I'll leave them to it. The gulls, I think, have decided there's not much for them, as I was there such a long time. So yeah, ducks are happy, I'm happy. As I say, first weekday of my holiday. I've had a weekend off as usual, but today's the first weekday of 3 weeks off. Not planning on doing anything other than the usual, being at home. Jaew's busy with the berries, of course, this time of the year, but we save our holidays for nice graffiti here. Save our holidays for the end of October, when we head back to Asia and hopefully Japan. There's the old lady in the garden. She's very busy growing things at the minute. We've got zucchinis here and cabbages there that the slugs are eating, and these are sunflowers, and we've got loads of Thai basil, as you can see. These are all Thai basil, look. And various is dill, more Thai basil, tomatoes. Oh, the tomatoes are coming. They'll be ripe before the snow. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, not enough sun, but then it's not because they're not in the sunny spot, it's because the weather's been so crap. There's Muse grapes, lots of bunches of grapes on there. And then over there in the distance, near the flowers, we've got some cucumbers and the zucchini as well. So it's all busy. She's been planting here in this little spot. She used to grow over there, but it's a bit of a mess and a bit of a jungle. But we've got a lot of wild raspberries growing at the minute there, and other things, gooseberries and blackcurrant. So it's not completely lost, but not quite how it was. Right, this package came not a day too soon almost. What is it? Well, it is Yorkshire tea. Look at that now. And the reason why I needed it is I'm down to my last 2 tea bags. These I bought in Cheese to Meet You in Udontani about, I don't know, 2.5 months ago. I mostly only drink 1 cup a day, 1 bag, but sometimes I have 2, so probably between 2 and 2.5 months ago. And I brought what was left in the package in the box back with me, so now I've got three boxes, so that should last me a while. And then I don't know whether I'll need to buy any more before we go, before we leave here. So I may take some with me to Japan, but I may just wait and then I'll get some more in Cheese to Meet You again. But my Yorkshire tea is the absolute, the most important thing. I have to have a cup of that when I get up in the morning, every single day, without fail. So yeah, Yorkshire tea. spot on. Right, good morning. Another early morning, another very cold morning. Honestly, sick and tired of reading all these stories about people cancelling their holidays in Italy and what have you because it's so hot. It's bloody freezing here at the minute. About 11 degrees in the morning, and not a day gets up over 20, and yet people are running around in shorts and t-shirts like it's, I don't know, like it's the middle of summer, which it is, but certainly not the weather for me. Anyway, I'm out, I'm walking. I'll get up a bit of a sweat in a minute, which will be very welcome. Otherwise, not a lot to report. Just getting on. Not doing much at the minute because I've got 3 weeks off, and trying to make the most of the time to just relax a bit. Not sure how well this is coming out on the camera, but it is extremely dark and there is rain forecast any time soon this evening. I'm out for my afternoon walk. I'm a bit late actually, it's almost 7 o'clock. There is rain forecast, but it's going to be clear in the morning and a massive 8 degrees Celsius, which for July in the middle of summer seems ridiculously low. So not quite sure about that, but we've got that for a couple of days, the minimum temperature down to 8 degrees. So at the minute I'm getting my walk in and just hoping that stays off until I get back, another half an hour probably. There you can see it's raining on the other side of the lake. It's just a question of, is it coming this way? And if I look up, I think it is. It's the goods line that goes down. We used to live on the goods line, and yeah, it's noisy when the train goes by, but they don't go by too often, thankfully. Anyway, I'm out on my walk. I felt terrible this morning. Yesterday, really the first day, I felt great for a long time, and I was so fatigued that I did absolutely nothing. But I did do my steps. I went out walking twice, but apart from that, I did nothing all day. And today, or last night rather, I struggled to get to sleep, probably because I'd done nothing all day apart from the walking, and I'd slept half the day. So now today, I got up, did a few things, drank my tea, and by the time I was put my socks on, my shoes on, ready to go out for walking, didn't feel good. But I'm fighting it. The walk does actually help. Does help. Now, how long it helps all depends really. It's not it doesn't put it back in its box, but it certainly will help. So just hope that I feel okay later. But when I initially came out, I thought, well, I'm only going to have to do a little bit. There's no way I can't do it. But I'm doing my usual morning walk, which is 5 to 6 kilometres, so, and I'm managing okay. A little bit of a struggle, but we're getting there, so yeah, fingers crossed. It will all be okay. And here comes a friend of mine. He doesn't often come and say hello to me very often these days, but hey, you say hello today anyway. Here's a fluffy old thing. I've just made pad kapao kwang, which is deer. Pad kapau was made from deer meat. So got the cow, got the cow, got some conchine as well. Pick them apart. So that's what we're going to eat. Just waiting for Jess in the shower. She's been picking wild raspberries all afternoon. This bucket's about 7.5 kilos. So they weigh, they shrink because they're soft and whatever. So need to pack them and freeze them as soon as possible. But the ones on the top look really nice, and they are very delicious, and they smell really nice, and they're very good for making jam. Wild raspberries, and there's a lot of them at the minute. I'll show you them in a bit of a better light. I've just moved them over to the table so you can see. Raspberries. Well, it's another beautiful summer's day. Not. Oh, there is a bit of blue sky over there, but yeah, it looks like it's about to rain. I'm outside of Lidl, where I am going to go and do some grocery shopping. Left Jaew in the forest a little while ago, and I'm just free and easy as I'm still on my holidays from work. So bit of shopping, and I'm going to pop in the Asian supermarket here in Katrina Hall, try and see if I can get a couple of things, and then I shall be heading back home to Flean until it's time to pick Jaew up. Got all my water bottles, empty water bottles. Not sure if I've shown this before, but in Sweden, when you buy a bottle or a can of anything, there's a deposit on the bottle or can that you have to pay, and to get it back you have to bring them to the machine, and you put them in the machine and they scan it, and then you see the amount that you're getting back. So I put 2 bottles in, and then 4 krona and so on. So yeah, that's how it works in Sweden with your bottles. Right, there you go, 67, and now my receipt comes out, and I can get that knocked off my bill when I pay. 67 kroner is about £5 GBP. It's about a little bit over $6 US. So yeah, for a couple of bags of empty water bottles. So there you go. So all done. I got new water. Yeah, so as you saw, 18 bottles of water, so I paid 36 krona deposit, so over and above the price of the water, 2 krona per bottle. But I did have 67 back from the last, as you saw, before I went in, from the latest bottle. So it's just a constant process. So once you've paid it once, you're just turning that over, so it's not as expensive as it seems. But if you just go out and buy something, you suddenly get a bit of a shock, because of course it's added. So if you buy, let's say, a tray of 24 cans of Coke, for example, you've got to pay an extra 24 krona, which is, is best part of £2 UK, $2 US, roughly. Anyway, that's that. Okay, good morning. It is a bit of a grey old day, but every day seems to be a bit of a grey old day at the moment. I'm just having a cup of coffee. I've just eaten my breakfast. It was rather late. I've been out walking. I was a bit late getting up this morning. I didn't get up till after 7 o'clock, which is unusual for me. Since I've been back here, I've been getting up at 5 and whatnot, but I was tired last night. Anyway, I've been out for a walk. I've taken Jaew to the forest, just had a bit of breakfast, taking my medication here now, and I just realised that we have been here a third of our time already, which is yeah, rather pleasant to know. So a third of the time is already gone. So oh yeah, twice what we've been, and then we will be off. So it's all right. Yeah, I'm not knocking it, but I'd rather be somewhere else. So, and I'm really looking forward to heading to Japan if we actually do get there. So I'm just watching a couple of videos here on my telly in the kitchen. Japan videos. Anyway, I'm going to get on. I've got to deliver some blueberries to a customer, and then I'm going to try and cut the grass. It's getting rather long, but because it rains every day, I've been leaving it, but the more it rains, the more it grows, so I need to get on. Right, here we go. blueberries to be delivered here. This house just in the town here. Okay, so I left them berries there. He's an elderly gentleman. He orders quite a lot of berries. He usually gets them in three loads, you know, a load at a time, and he freezes them and he basically eats them for breakfast every morning with yogurt. And he's a sprightly chap, and he walks past our house practically every day. He's out walking. He's a good customer, so I bring him up to his apartment for him, save him coming to fetch him himself, although he brings back the box for me. So anyway, I'm trying to reverse the car with one hander, so I'm off to the tip now, to the recycling centre, chuck some stuff away. Shown you that before, but I'll perhaps show you. And then I need to get some water, not the bottled water, but water in the big water tank that we use for boiling to make tea, and yeah, that's what I'm up to. Yeah, I might have mentioned it before, but in case people wondering why I'm getting water, we have a water facility here which is mostly used for people with campers and, you know, caravans and stuff, but we use it to fill a big tank. Well, it's like a 20 litre tank thing, which we use for boiling, just to make tea and coffee. The reason we do that, our house is very old. Of course, you can drink the water out of the taps here. It's not particularly nice, but it's, you know, it's safe and it's healthy and all that. But the problem is that our house is old, and our pipes are not particularly good, and you get a lot of deposits and nasties in the water. So we don't use that water for drinking as such. We would do use it for cooking, and obviously we use it for showering and washing the dishes and washing clothes and everything else, but we don't drink that water as such. And as we both drink a lot of water and don't drink much other things most of the time, we like the bottled water anyway better than. I could fetch this water and drink it for drinking, but that's drinking cold water. We like the bottled water, but we get this water for boiling to make tea and coffee and stuff. So anyway, I'm going to go to the tip first, and then I'm going to get the water, and then I'm going to go back and see if I might just do some lawn mowing, although I'm not feeling particularly enthusiastic about it, but it needs doing. Here we are, Frutorps Återvinningscentral, the recycling centre. And here we are, this is where you chuck your stuff. Right, stuff chucked. Off to get the water now, on to the next chore, trying to get a few things done. My first week's holiday, I didn't do very much at all, and tomorrow the test might start, so I'll be not probably doing much after today again for a few days. So get on with a little bit and see where we get. I actually missed the turning for the water place. I've had to turn around and go back now. And no word of a lie, the reason why I missed it, I was daydreaming about our upcoming trip to Japan, and I've been looking at flights, and I was thinking about a YouTuber that I follow who does flight reviews, that flew on a particular flight that could possibly be one of our options, and I've just got caught daydreaming. So yeah. Anyway, I'm at the right place now, so I'm going to get my water, and then I'll get going and stop daydreaming.